don't know. I think Mum and Dad would like me to be a barrister, and it's where the real money is in the end.
Does that mean you'll have to move down to London?
Not necessarily. You could do it on various provincial circuits. But I think, you know, you really...
Oh my God! Help! Quick, Michael! Oh, Michael! You gotta get in! Quick! Keep moving! Quick, help him! Quick, Michael, help him! Quick! Robert, move! Come on, Michael! Come on! You've got to get in warm!
Here, Rachel.
Here you go, Robert. How do you feel?
I'm cold.
Come on, let's get him home, get him to bed.
Yeah.
Come on, this way is quickest.
This is madness.
What is?
Tiptoeing around the grounds of my own home.
Well, you can blame Frank for that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Come on, let's get on with it.
Well?
Couldn't see anything.
Might have been a fox. Cheeky beggars are always in the yard.
All right.
What do you think?
It's hot.
Fool, of course it is. Does it need more salt?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Frank?
Dad?
That sounds like horses, doesn't it?
Well, there's only one horse. Oh, my God, come on.
We should have muffled his ears.
Put it back.
Frank, please just let me take it.
I said put it back!
Frank, no!
Put the gun away. Don't be stupid, Frank.
Don't you talk to me. You, of all people. You're not fit to talk to me.
Dad,
You
don't.
Frank, drop it.
She only wants what's hers.
Oh, that's your philosophy, is it? Just walk in, take what you want.
Dark Star's my horse.
Frank, just let her take the horse.
No! I'm not going to just lie down and be walked over.
Frank, no!
I don't like thieves.
No! No! Ah!
Well, I'm sorry it sounds so dismal. It just sort of tumbled out.
Oh, we all need to have a moan once in a while.
Meg's had a funny turn. She came down to see what I were up to in her kitchen and she fell.
Well, is she all right?
I don't know. I can't shift her. What shall I do, Mr. Turner?
No, don't worry, Seth. I'll call for an ambulance. Now, you get back to her. Put a blanket over her, keep her warm. And Seth, don't worry. She's going to be all right.
Thanks, love.
Hello, Seth. How was your tea?
Grand.
Seth? What are you doing? Seth?
This is really delicious, Alan.
Well, there are some who would prefer, well, sausages and mash.
You must be mad.
Or stupid.
Or both.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Turner.
Seth Armstrong.
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. He just barged through like a mad thing. I couldn't stop him.
It's all right, Carol. Now, what is it now, Seth? There isn't enough for seconds.
Eh?
Second helpings. What's going on? You haven't eaten any of this. I know Meg's fussy, but really.
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner.
Well, I'm sorry too, Seth. I haven't got anything else to give you.
No, that's all right. Meg will not mind.
Seth, is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
Seth?
I think I'll go now, Mr. Turner.
Seth? Is Meg all right?
There's not wrong with Meg. I made her a bit of sausage and mash. It's a favourite. I don't like saying that to Mr. Turner with all the trouble he's taken. I thought I might get a bit of trifle as a treat. Have a tin of custard that'll go nicely on top. She's sitting in a chair having a nap. I can't wake her up.
Time to go.
All right.
I'll stop by the place every night, just to make sure that everything's okay.
It's fallen to bits, Mark. What's the point?
He's talking about our possessions, the things we're leaving behind, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. What about the animals?
Oh, it's all in hand. The dairy herd's the biggest problem.
Where are you going to house them?
Jeff Thomas up near Home Farm says we can use his missile for the milking. But we've got to keep our herd and the milk separate from his.
Just got a few details to sort out with the MMB.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't take long.
What about the sheep? It's not long till Lambeth.
Well, Michael's around. He can give a hand with that.
If you need an extra pair of hands, you know where to find me. If I'm not with Seth, I'll be up at Joe's.
Thanks.
It's okay. If I'd known a year ago what was in store for this place, I wouldn't have bothered decorating.
Is that all you can think about, the decorating?
Go on, lad, on your way.
Ready?
Rachel, take him away, will you?
Yeah, I'm going, all right?
Why don't you guys come and meet us at the Woolpack later? Cheer yourselves up a bit.
Aye.
Right. See you later then. See you.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Can't tell you what this means to us. Yeah, see you later.
Who was that?
Jeff Thomas. He sorted out the separate milk tanks.
Thank goodness for that. So we can get the dairy herd over there.
He suggested tomorrow, after morning milking. Our last milking at Emmerdale, Jack.
We'll do it together, eh?
Yeah. I can't believe it. We're leaving. I don't want to go.
Come on, love. What is it?
Oh, I can see such vivid pictures. There's you and Joe and Mark and Rachel sitting at the table. Robert over by the fire reading a book.
Ma by the Arga.
Such a happy place.
Well, people make a place happy, not bricks and mortar.
I know.
We'll buy a new house. And as long as we stay together as a family, we'll be fine.
And at least we're not losing the land itself.
That'll always be ours to work on.
Oh, they're great words, Jack. But I still can't help feeling an awful sense of loss.
Mr. Marshall, at what stage did the idea of breaking into Home Farm first occur to you?
I've already told the court. Feldman set it up. It didn't occur to me.
No?
Well, I wouldn't be that daft, would I? I'm on a 6-month suspended.
Ah, yes, a 6-month suspended sentence for... what was it?
Burglary.
Burglary. Are you really trying to tell me that an experienced criminal like yourself was persuaded into taking part in a robbery by my client?
Yes.
A young man with no previous criminal record?
I've already said it was his idea.
I'm aware of what you've said, Mr. Marshall. The truth may be another matter.
He brought the crowbar. Ask any of the others.
Yeah, he did.
It was him asked me to help him, because he wanted revenge on Frank Tate.
Your Honour?
Strike that from the record. The jury will ignore those last remarks. Please answer the questions, and the questions alone, Mr. Marshall.
Didn't you purposely inflame a minor grievance between Mr. Tate and Mr. Feldman with the intention of conscripting Mr. Feldman's assistance in the burglary?
We're at his mother's place, and he said to me about Frank Tate, I could burn his house down the way I feel at the minute. I didn't have to influence him. He did it all himself.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the oath, and nothing but the truth.
It's very nervous.
We've already heard from your co-defendant, Mr. Marshall, of your threat to burn down Frank Tate's house. Is that true?
Yeah, but I was angry. I didn't mean it.
And did Stephen Marshall, during that same conversation, attempt to enlist your help in the burglary of Home Farm?
Yes.
Your Honour, this is irrelevant. Mr. Feldman and my client have pleaded guilty to the charge of burglary.
Your Honour, if you'll allow me, I'd like to pursue this line of questioning in order to make it quite clear that Stephen Marshall deliberately fueled my client's anger towards Frank Tate, that he manipulated him into becoming an accomplice to the aggravated burglary.
That's very well. Continue, but please, get to the point.
Thank you. Mr. Feldman, what was Mr. Marshall's reply when you told him you felt like burning down Frank Tate's house?
He said arson was a mug's game, and did I want to help him burgle the Tate's place instead?
Rubbish!
Yeah, he's making it up.
You're a liar, Feldman.
Ah, come on.
Will you be quiet, please?
And when you went to Home Farm on the night of the burglary, was it your intention to use violence?
No.
Did you attack Joe Sugden in the hallway of Home Farm that same night?
No, I didn't. I only went near him when I saw he'd been hurt. I placed a cushion under his head to make him more comfortable.
Your Honour, this is corroborated by earlier testimonies of witnesses for the prosecution from the scene of the crime. Mr. Sugden was indeed discovered in the position outlined by my client.
Mr. Feldman, you have already admitted to the court making a threat against the property of Mr. Tate shortly before the burglary. Indeed, Mr. Tate claims you made a threat against his person. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but I was angry at the time.
Or do you seriously expect us to believe that after making several verbally violent threats against Mr. Tate, you had no intention of carrying them out?
Well, they were just words. Like I said, I was angry at the time.
I put it to you that your anger did not dissipate at all. In fact, weren't the events of September the 17th all part of a premeditated act of revenge?
Well, yeah, but
Did you know what you were going to do when you entered Home Farm on the night of September the 17th?
Well, no, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't even know what I was thinking.
You did not know what you were thinking?
No.
Can you say, in all honesty, that the prospect of violence was not beyond the realms of possibility?
I never meant to hurt anybody.
Can you say that the use of violence was not beyond the realms of possibility?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Thank you. No more questions?
James Cartmel, William Moody, Stephen Richard Marshall, Michael Feldman. You stand before the court on a charge of burglary and aggravated burglary. The finding of this court is that you're all guilty as charged. After studying your probation reports and taking into consideration such mitigating circumstances as were presented during these proceedings, I sentence you as follows. William Moody and James Cartmel. In consideration of your previous criminal records, and that you have been found guilty of aggravated burglary in this instance, you will serve 6 months in prison. Stephen Richard Marshall. In that you have been found guilty of aggravated burglary, you will serve 6 months in prison, to run concurrently with the suspended sentence of 6 months which you have violated. Michael Feldman. You have been found guilty of aggravated burglary. And although this is your first time of offending, the crime of which you've been convicted is considered to be of a sufficiently vicious nature to merit a severe punishment. I sentence you to 4 months in prison.
It isn't easy, you see, for a man in my position. Everybody thinks it must be all fun and laughter having your house full of people every night, but what they don't realise is when they've all gone and you've shut the doors, it can really be quite lonely.
You should get out more, Alan. Meet new people.
I've tried. This world wasn't designed for single middle-aged men. You've got to be a couple or you're an outcast.
Well, what about the cruise? You said you had a good time on that.
I lied. And I remember one night sitting at the captain's table and thinking, I've spent all this money, I met new people, I'm still lonely. And I could see them looking at me and thinking, there but for the grace of God go I.
Oh, Alan, I'm sorry.
It's the worst place to be alone on holiday. Desperately trying to enjoy yourself. Anyway, I didn't ask you here to listen to my miseries. I really wanted to thank you for this morning.
It was nothing, really.
Nothing? Did you see that man's face? Your boss would like a word with you.
You nearly died.
We make a good team, don't we?
Yeah, I suppose we do.
So, here's to us.
To us.
Just like old times, eh?
Oh, don't say that, Alan. We'd be gutting fish and worrying about the VAT.
Yeah, we had some fun.
Yeah, we did.
You know, when you're here, life seems so simple. Everything seems to hold together. And when you're not, everything just crumbles.
You make me sound like a bag of cement.
Caroline. No, in all that time alone, I learned one thing. I need you.
Alan,
No, I don't just mean to do the VAT returns or to keep my books or to make sure the deliveries are on time. I just took you for granted. I know now that I really need you.
Listen, Alan.
Look, Caroline. And that was why I was wondering, would you do me the very great honour of marrying me? I don't expect you to give me an answer right away. Take your time, just think about it.
There's no need, Alan. I'm very flattered that you've asked me. And I'm very touched.
But?
No buts, Alan. You really are very dear to me. You always have been, you know that.
So do you think...
And I realise that this proposal is something very special.
Well, I am very happy that you're even considering it, Caroline.
It's the least I can do for someone I care so much about.
Do you think you might say yes?
Oh, Alan. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to tell you that I have to say no.
Want to live?
Right. No, it's all right. We're enjoying the walk.
Yeah. You go on ahead and get the drinks in, OK?
I'll have a dry white wine. Make that too.
Pint for me and an orange juice for Alice. Right, well, be ready when you get there. Bye.
Show off.
Stay there! Eric! Eric! Ah. Eric! Eric! Ah. Eric! Eric! Ah. My hands! Ah.
Take a look at her hair, it's real if you don't believe what she said.
For the last time, I'm trying to concentrate. Where are we? Lost.
Typical. The most dangerous combination known to mankind is a woman with a map.
Yeah? Well, you try finding a dot on a map with some tuneless moron screaming down your ear.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. When are we going to play the Mad Cobra tape?
You can play it when you buy your own car.
Thanks, Dad. Here. Found it. Beckingdale. What are we going to Beckingdale for? Good question, Kelly. Come on, Mr. Smarty Pants. Tell us.
It's a secret. We'll find out when we get there. Here we are. Looks like a nice gaff. Right, you grab a seat. I'll nip in and suss out some drinks in the menu. What do you want, Cokes?
Can I have hamburger and chips, please, Dad?
If they've got hamburger and chips, my darling, then hamburger and chips you shall have. Scotch?
Cheeseburger and chips, Dad. What are you up to, Vic Windsor?
Me? Nothing.
He's up to something, your dad.
Why won't you believe me?
'Cause I know you.
I do. No news of Glenn Miller, then? Eh?
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, love. What can I get you?
That's all right, sweetheart. I'll have a couple of Cokes, half a lager shandy, and a pint of your best bitter. Oh, and the bar snack menu when you got the other drinks.
We don't do bar snacks, I'm afraid. But there's a wine bar next door if you want something to eat.
Wine bar? Well, wonders never cease.
The 20th century hasn't completely passed us by, you know. Some of us are aware of what's going on in the world, surprising though that may seem to you.
It's amazing what you can pick up in it, eh? Huddled around your crystal sets of an evening.
Grand Miller. That was that bloke who had the dance band during it, well, weren't it?
I thought I'd wait out here for you.
I might not have come back.
But you did.
Nowhere else to go.
Is that the only reason?
No, not really.
I dug out some old photographs where you were gone. You and Chris, when you were kids.
Happy families.
I've never been much of a father to you, have
I expect you did your best.
I? I like to think so, but life has a habit of getting in the way, doesn't it? Always another deal, a business to run. Sometimes you forget where your priorities should be.
I guess so.
Anyway, it's too late to start digging into ancient history. You don't like me very much, do you?
No. In a way, I wish I did. Make all this much easier.
Make what easier? Zoe, I'd like to help you, but I can't if you don't tell me what it's about. Are you in some sort of trouble?
No, not exactly.
Is it money?
I trust you to think of that first.
What then? You're not pregnant, are you?
No, Dad. I'm not pregnant, and I don't have any money worries.
Look, I'm not very good at playing 20 questions. Now, if you've got something to say, please say it.
It's funny, isn't it? You're my father. I'm mere flesh and blood, but I can't talk to you.
Yes, you can.
I'm sorry I got so angry. It wasn't just at you. It was at me, too. I wanted to talk to you so many times, but I could never seem to find the right moment.
That's my fault. Too drunk. Too often. But I'm not drunk now.
I've rehearsed this conversation over and over again. It seemed much easier when I was just telling myself.
Whatever it is, it can't be that bad.
Perhaps it's because we've never really talked.
You could talk the hind legs off a donkey when you were little.
That was a long time ago, Dad. When life was much simpler.
And I wasn't a drunk. I've been a real pig, haven't I?
Yes.
Then let me make up for it now.
Maybe you should hear what I've got to say to you first.
I'm listening.
You remember a couple of months ago, when I was going to have a friend to stay?
Yeah, Linda, wasn't it?
Laura.
That's right, and she never turned up, and you'd gone to town to make that fancy meal. What about it? Is this got something to do with her?
In a way. We used to work together. We got on pretty well. She's gay.
What are you telling me?
One night I went over to her place, and she made a pass at me. But as they say, I made my excuses and left.
What the... Is she still hassling you or something? Do you want me to go and sort her out?
No, Dad, she's not still hassling me. I haven't seen her since.
What then?
I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't what I wanted. I knew she was gay. I liked her. I just got scared.
What are you telling me?
You know what I'm telling you.
You can't be. I don't believe you.
It's true.
No. No. Do you want to sit down? Thanks for coming. Nice outfit.
I'm glad someone noticed. It's new.
I dare say. Elizabeth, have you got anything you want to tell me?
About what?
I know you've had a rough time. Money's been tight.
What's this all about?
I've got that report from the detective agency this morning.
Any joy?
Yes, plenty.
You know who's been writing your checks.
As near as damn it. Apparently an off-the-shelf company was set up with a bank account. Money paid in, balance taken out. Account closed. Neat. No loose ends. All that's left is a registered address. A rented mailbox in the wall in Leeds.
So what does it all mean?
You're the one who held those checks. You're the one who could have written them out.
Oh, just a second! I was the one who brought this matter to your attention in the first place. I was the one who wouldn't let it drop.
Of course. I've always known you to be a clever woman. And so is your husband.
What are you saying?
Don't act the fool. If it wasn't me who wrote those checks, you're the only one who had access to those checkbooks. You and Eric.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Let's stop the charade, shall we? I mean, if you wanted more money, all you had to do was sue us. We'd arranged a sub, a loan, anything. We could have sorted something out. I trusted you.
This is ridiculous.
If you'd only been up front with me, we could have avoided all this. I'm giving you a month's pay in lieu of notice, and you have 4 weeks in which to find somewhere else to live.
You don't mean it.
Now go. Just go.
It's disgraceful.
Sharp! It doesn't matter. We're in no rush.
Just as well, old boy. Can't get the staff, as you can see.
Turner's vanished. Did you know?
Where is he?
Nobody knows.
There should always be somebody behind that Barbie, right?
It would never happen in your day, eh, Amos?
Certainly not. Either myself or Mr. Wilkes would always be ready to satisfy our customers' every needs. If we weren't, we'd not have heard last of it from likes of Turner for a start.
How very true, Amos.
Now then, Vicar.
Now then? That the best you can manage, Amos? It's good to see you.
Aye, you and all.
Jack.
Donald.
Joe.
Vincent.
Mr. Pollard. My goodness. How things have changed. So, Annie Sugden's to be married. Who'd have thought it?
Yep. And this is the man responsible. Leonard, meet Donald Hinton, an old friend of the family.
Oh, less of the old, please.
Oh, it's terrible. They're so ageist. I'm pleased to meet you, Donald. I've heard so much about you.
Likewise. Well, it's a bit late in the day, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Evening. Seth, how are you?
I've been better, Mr. Hinton.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, we're all a lot older.
And hopefully wiser.
I'll just make do with being older.
Sounds like the end party's going down well, Leonard. Don't sound so surprised. Your mother knows how to enjoy herself.
Well, I'm glad somebody does round here. Come on, let's open the door. Have a little earwig.
Grown men behaving like kids. You don't approve? I do not.
Right, old time. I'll get the others.
Hey, come on, listen to this. Go on, get along.
You really haven't changed a bit, have you, Amos?
Ladies, your attention, please. Tonight is a very special occasion. A happy night, though tinged with regret, as once again from amongst our hallowed ranks.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to tell you that Annie is about to marry a man.
Oh.
We know that. No, bear with me. Bear with me. Annie, are we worried for you? No, because we know we're handing you over to the care of a good man. Because Leonard is a good man. And if he isn't, Annie'll soon sort him out. May you have many happy years together. Oh, but Annie, life could have been perfect if only...
What?
Well, if only you could have persuaded him to change his name instead. So, ladies, please, raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the future Mrs. Kimping... Kempinski. That's what I said.
To Annie.
Cheers.
So where are you going on honeymoon, Annie?
Honeymoon? Well, you're not bothering with that, are you?
I certainly am. Now I've got him, I intend to make the most of him. Why not?
Oh, no reason, Mrs. Sugden.
You think I'm too old, I suppose?
No.
So where are you going?
I don't know. It's Leonard's surprise. I tell you what, I'm rather hoping it's got a waterbed. I've always fancied sleeping on a waterbed.
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world, Mrs. Sugden. I hope you and Leonard will be very happy.
I hope so.
Now, I've got to get back to the bar.
Oh,
Hey, well, what's been happening? Waterbed? That's what she said, I swear. I don't believe it.
You heard her.
Our own mother. It's a wise child, as they say.
Did you want something, gentlemen?
We certainly do. We'd like some service, young lady.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that is a private party, so keep out.
I don't know what you're talking about, young woman.
She's here.
Here we go. Good luck, lass.
Thanks, Amos. Best foot forward, Robert. Isn't this fun?
Dearly beloved.
Speak up, Vicar.
Dearly beloved.
Have you lost your voice, love? Can you go on?
Now what do we do? Excuse me. Might I be allowed to step in?
That's all right with you, Robert.
Oh, yes, anything.
In that case. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God and in the face of this congregation to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. Those whom God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. Forasmuch as Leonard and Annie have consented together in holy wedlock, and have witnessed the same before God and this company, and thereto have given and pledged their troth either to other, and have declared the same by giving and receiving of a ring, and by joining of hands, I pronounce that they be man and wife together. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, Amen.
Of course, we could all see it happening, us little bunch of expats in Spain. We watched Annie and Leonard and we said, hello, hello.
Do you mean ole, ole? Oh, sorry.
Was it that obvious?
I'm afraid so. But I'd like to say as it couldn't have happened to a nicer couple.
I'll second that, Amos.
Anyhow, to get to the point, I'd like to pass a vote of thanks. First, to Sarah and Jack and Joe for opening their doors to provide this spread.
Our pleasure.
And to young Robert for being such a handsome page boy. And lastly, to our old friend Vicar, whose timely intervention saved Dave.
Glad to help. Well done, Donald.
Which brings me to bride and groom. Now, normally I'd say, may all your troubles be little ones. But I hardly think that would be appropriate.
Certainly hope not.
So what I'd like to say is, if I'm right about this young fella, my lad, as Annie has found for herself, they'll spend many happy years together and have no troubles at all, little or large. Annie and Leonard.
Annie and Leonard. Well, that was a very, very good speech. I think he spoke very well.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Do it yourself.
Slow down, will you?
Slow down. Have you wet your pants?
Oh, just look at it. He's going to kill me. I told you to be careful.
It wasn't my fault. These old cars don't handle as good as the ones I'm used to. What are we going to do now?
Well, I don't know.
It wasn't my fault.
Just wait until he sees this.
Let's get out of here.
We can't just leave it here.
I can.
And I'm telling you, I saw them down by the river. National Rivers Authority, it said outside it, man. They're taking samples. They've got all the laboratory equipment out.
What do you think they're looking for?
Contamination. Stop at that. They're still looking for sauce.
Seth, you mustn't start rumours until you know the facts.
You might have forgotten what happened last time they were around, Mr. Turner, but I certainly haven't. I'm the one who got that cryptosporidium and it were down at Sugden's.
That was years ago.
It can take years to contaminate a river, and besides, I've never fully recovered.
Time, please. Time, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Well, I'm not going to be around for last orders here much longer.
No, I suppose not, Carol.
It's the end of an era, really.
That's one way of putting it.
Now, I don't want you to organise a big party for me, Mr. Turner.
No.
Don't be such a stick in the mud, Mum.
Well, I can get very emotional, and it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Have you got my drink?
Well, yeah, this is yours.
Actually, no, I don't think I could.
What's up?
I don't feel very well.
Oh, I'll take you home then.
Yes, thanks.
Are you full of cold, love?
I can't seem to get shot of it.
I know, perfect solution. Goose fat. Slap it on your chest.
Do me a favour.
I think we'll just get a
Debbie! And finally, I am sure we are all agreed in wishing Carol every good wish in her new job.
Yes! Thanks very much, Mr. Turner. It makes me feel like I've really been appreciated.
Oh, you have been, Carol. You'll be appreciated even more tomorrow when I'm busy.
Complaining already, Carol.
Look at all these presents I've got.
You've earned them, Mum.
Some of them are a bit odd, though. I mean... And this is a £10 telephone card for Mr. Turner.
In case you get caught short, Carol.
Mr. Turner, I take it Mr. Tate's had a word with you about details from hospital.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about that.
Oh, well, he said you'll deal with it, you see, and I know you will. It's just the hospital's on to me for your bank details.
What? What are you talking about?
Me prostrate. They need to know if you can pay for it.
You think I'm paying for your operation? You're very wrong. I'm not going to cough up money so that you can jump the queue and go private. You go NHS like everybody else.
First thing we do today, we see to them feed lines.
Oh, it's urgent, is it?
Priority. I hope. Somebody move into Hawkins' old place.
Jessica, I wish you'd give us a hand. Morning.
Morning.
We suddenly had to complete on this place because the people the Hawkins are buying from were threatening to put their house back on the market.
I see.
The whole chain would have fallen apart otherwise, and that had taken over 2 years to put together.
We'd have been stuck at Grand's forever.
We've been staying with my mother. We sold our house ages ago, unexpectedly quickly.
All our stuff's in storage.
Yes, the furniture won't be arriving till after Christmas.
So what will you do till then?
Make do, I suppose. The Hawkins have left us a few bits. Anyway, we're thrilled to be here, aren't we?
If you say so.
My husband's driving up tomorrow. He had some business to finish at the hospital.
Hospital?
He's a doctor.
That's great.
What's it like having a doctor for a dad? Brilliant. It means he's never at home.
Luke, does either of you know how to light an Aga?
Oh, yeah, I do. We used to have one at home.
Or you couldn't give me a hand with ours, could you?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. I can manage this if you want to get back to the feed run.
There's no rush, lad. Samson, hold on, will you? Stop what you're doing. Oh. Where's Walter? 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 Where are you? Samson? What have you brought me here for? Samson, where are you? Where have you gone now? Samson? Wally? I brought your horse back. Wally? Oh, come on. Stop playing games. It's not funny, you know.
Where are the papers to do with the Roman bracelet?
You honestly think I'm going to tell you, do you?
I'll find them eventually.
Oh, no, you won't. Have you been going through my things? Now, you just stay here until I come back. I want to see what sort of mess you've made.
Give me those papers or you will regret it.
Stay here until I come back.
Sorry to invade you like this.
Oh, don't apologise. Glad of the company, to be honest. I mean, I love the horses, but it's a bit of a one-way conversation.
It's nothing to do with me, but, well, is there nobody? Husband, boyfriend?
Divorced. I'm not sure I want to be, especially this time of year.
See why it's called Samson?
Oh, no. According to Seth, it's because his owner was a Steptoe & Son fan. And being a rag and bone man.
But it wasn't Samson, though. What was it called? Oh, it drives me mad now till I can think of it.
Archie! Archie! Hang on a minute!
Have you packed your sunblock, Ma?
Yes, don't worry. What's that?
Look out!
I got you.
Speak to me! Where are you? Donna! Henry! Henry, can you hear me? Speak! Archie! 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 I've got to get them out, Frank! They're burning!
Just get yourself killed trying! Now go and phone the fire brigade from the car.
Let go of me!
Go and phone the fire brigade! Go! There's a hose pipe over there. See if we can get it going. Get yourselves and Sansa well away from the fire!
Car, take the horse right away! Go, quick! Scott!
It's no good, the tap's gone. This bit'll be all right, though. Damn it. See if you can make it work from that tap by the trough.
Fire brigade's on the way!
It's raining flowers.
The phone's gone dead. God, I'm scared.
The worst thing's not knowing what's happened. Now, there's got to be a rational explanation. What? I'm going to have to go and find out.
Don't go until we know what's happening.
Whatever it is, Mum, I think it's happened.
If you're going, we're coming with you.
Throw some water over it. Kim, get yourself out of the car.
What about the horses?
There's nothing we can do.
We can't just leave them. Dark stars in there.
We've got to be practical. You get yourself out of the caravan. The second it gets too hot, you get out and stay up. You don't let the village to see what's happened.
Just what could have happened?
I don't know. Have you fixed that hose pipe? No!
We need you here.
I'll get back as soon as I can. Something big's happened down there, and Chris and Zoe are in the village. Don't you take any chances. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Archie! Oh, oh. Archie! Archie! Oh. Archie! Where are you?
What the hell was it?
I don't know, but it's missed us. Is Robert all right?
He slept through it all. The phone's still not working.
Better get down there, see if I can do anything.
All right, but be careful.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't be too long.
I just hope Joe got your mum and Leonard to the airport all right.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be miles away by now.
Take care.